Welcome. This is Roger signing in for the BFN, the Business Financial Network. And our special segment, Know Your CEO, we'll be hearing from the CEO of PetVivo as we continue to guide our investment audience in discovery of unexplored, brand new asset classes and emerging issuers in the world's markets. How are you doing today, John?
Doing well, Roger and Puff Puff. I hope you guys are doing well.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, it's Puff Puff's birthday today, so I definitely wanted to meet the CEO of PetVivo, John Lai. So,
Yep.
John, I've been looking at this company for a little bit, and the most important thing that we believe here at BFN, it's not only the project that matters, it also is extremely key when it comes to the people behind these projects. So tell us a bit about yourself and what's the total addressable market for PetVivo, and really, in essence, what kind of solutions do you guys provide?
Sure. So I've been involved in funding early stage companies myself with my group of investors for 30 some years. I hate to say that, but we have had some very good successes, and obviously you get some bad ones. But the principal focus that have always worked well for me was to identify a niche that can be defended, and not from a standpoint where somebody has more money and overrun you. You're actually bringing something disruptive. And I feel I have the vision, or our management team does, to identify where the market is going. And that PetVivo certainly fits that. So how we're different than everyone else from the distinctive advantage standpoint is we were very fortunate. We were funded by NIH, close to $8 million on the human side. So when I joined the company, I said, I don't want to have to spend $300 million to educate the doctors on the human side because how disruptive this is. I'm taking it to the animal health side because of the data. We're automatically going to get a device designation. That means we don't have to do any clinicals to be able to sell this into the companion animal space. So that's exactly what we did. And the advantage of this product is that so we actually have multiple products for the companion animal side as well as the human. But the initial product that we're launching is called Spring with Osteo Cushion Technology. It's a very effective and disruptive tool in the management of osteoarthritis, joint afflictions, lameness, and also rehab in certain situations for dogs and horses. And we have a cat product following along.
Wow. But
this disruptiveness is that we're the only company that's really addressing the fundamental problem of joint issues or osteoarthritis, is the wear and wear of the cartilage. So our particles are naturally derived. It's collagen, elastin, and heparin, which are building blocks of cartilage and tissue in the human body. So we inject through an interarticular injection, because we sell this to veterinary doctors. They inject it into the joint, and once it goes in the joint, we see that the matrix starts to form scaffolding. So unlike the other products in the marketplace that are focused on masking the symptoms, they diminish pretty quick, 45, 60 days if you're lucky. And our product basically forms the scaffolding and actually improves over time for the next few months, if not 6 months. And the product, we say, lasts at least a year, because in our human trials, we track the particles for a year, and we can definitely establish that it's there for a year. But in the real world application, we have had very good success beyond a year. So the economics are very good. So we're truly bringing a product to the marketplace that's going to reduce your healthcare costs for your pet and also provide better medical outcomes. Because what's happening in the industry right now, the trend is people want to use natural products. Secondarily, they want to reduce the need of pharmaceuticals, because pharmaceuticals have multiple side effects. You know, when you're taking NSAIDs for your dog, you're creating a GI tract bleeding issue. You're also long-term use kidney, liver damage. Plus, I actually argue that by masking the symptoms of pain, your dog's going to run and jump in situations where it normally would not, because of the pain, and damage the cartilage faster. So the uniqueness of ours is once it's in the joint, it's actually going into spaces where cartilage used to be. It's augmenting it, and it's also actually protecting the current cartilage that's there. So
Okay.
it's a very good, solution, and our product is covered under pet insurance because it's
Wow.
classified as a medical device. So long as the vet writes the script
Wow.
for it, it's covered. So you can see
What's the total, what's the total addressable market?
So the industry has multiple numbers, okay?
Okay.
One says 11.8, but for me, I would look at 4.8 as the osteoarthritis market. But you got to look at ours as unique and different. So I argue we're actually expanding the market, because if you look at the situation where a vet says, there's nothing we can do for your dog, we have to either do a surgery, which is $6,000-7,000, or put
Agreed.
the dog down.
Wow.
Well, a lot of those are being put down right now because not too many people can just dish out $6,000-7,000. Well, we're offering a solution now that it's probably around $600 what the vet will charge for the joint. We're able to provide a quality of life for the animal where there's increased mobility, the joint or the dog can live another 2-3 years, and that's really meaningful in dog year life.
Yeah, that's
21 years.
huge. Yeah.
And that single injection is cheaper than what the latest NSAID, which is Galliprant. That's probably like $1,200 a year. Ours is
Wow.
$600, and it'll last that period of time and give a better medical outcome.
That's,
So we feel
that's
we're
huge.
expanding the market, actually.
That's
We're
huge.
really
That's
creating
huge.
a TAM. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? The biggest thing that people need to realize is that in these type of inflationary markets, any type of solution that helps people save money, it's going to be key. And over the last couple of years, more than 70% of households now have pets, especially over the last couple of years, right?
Yep.
So it seems recently PetVivo has launched a strategic partnership and has hired some key players in the sector. Fill us in.
So we launched the product in December, but we took our time. We want to put all the pieces in the right places before we did that. So the first thing we did was build a new production facility, okay? The production facility actually meets human medical device standards of ISO 5, 7, and 8, which was totally not required in the companion animal side. The next thing we did was bring in Josh Wilhelm. He has a very strong history of doing large-scale production of biomaterials and so on with Medtronic as well as Schultz Diabetes, and he brought his team in. The next thing we did was we needed to strengthen marketing. So we brought in Russ Sickle. He has like 37 years as senior marketing level with Zoetis and Boehringer Ingelheim, the #1 and #2 veterinary players in the world.
Wow.
And then we brought in Mark Middleton. I think 38 years president of Animal Health International, took that to hundreds of millions in revenue in the veterinary space, and he's managed hundreds of salespeople. So we're looking good there. Then we broaden it out to letting Mark identify who are the top people in the industry today that know how to manage people. So, you can see Paula comes from Zoetis, 20 some years, 25, 26 years, managing a big sales group. And then Rachel from Covetrus. These are huge players, and they're jumping ship because they see that we truly have a product that will change the lives, better lives of the animals as well as the pet owners at a lower cost. So it's life-changing. So they want to be part of it. They're not in it purely for the money. They see that we're going to be doing some good.
That's awesome.
And I can see Puff seeing that too. So
Puff sees
because
that
everybody
too.
kept saying, why are you hiring these seasoned people? I just don't see these people going out calling on veterinary doctors. Well, we were betting on this MWI partnership. MWI is the largest distributor in North America. They sell to 90% of the vets in North America. And it's not just a distribution agreement exclusive. They have to hit certain milestones to keep the exclusiveness. So they're our customers now. They're buying. We're shipping to multiple distribution centers. And then they're going to go out in the field and educate the veterinary doctors on how disruptive this is. Because when vet doctors come out of vet school, when they diagnose osteoarthritis, it's what we call a lifetime and multimodal approach to treating. NSAID, stem cells, hyaluronic acid. They're doing multiple products to it. And in the long run, the efficacy of each use of that, because it's masking, diminishes. and it's a
Wow.
lot more expensive. So we're really truly saving costs and minimizing the side effects.
Unreal. Man, you guys got a lot of stuff going on. Is there any other catalysts that you'd like to share with our investment community?
But if you look
Right?
at the rest of our management team, we all pretty much have been running medical device business. My chief operating officer was the CEO of Taxo Medical. That went from like 10 million market cap to 2 billion. My
Wow.
CFO came from Taxo. He beat 11 straight quarters of analyst forecasts.
Wow.
My head of production came from Taxo. Feels like the whole Taxo team came over to us. So that was pretty funny. But the other catalyst that we're looking at is good and bad, is because we didn't have to do any studies for the FDA. We had such an amount of human, but you got to realize the majority of vet clinics now are owned by corporations like Mars Candy. They own VCA, which is largest. They have a legal department that says, you don't check the box for an animal study. I said, we have a human study that's so much more stringent. They go, you got to have that box. So we got all these animal studies in the next 6 months that will be coming out. The first one, which is all public information, is Ethos. We said about second to third week of October, so it's not that far for dogs. The horses right now, 90% of our sales are to horses because
equestrians are big.
Because we hit the performance market. Because they could see the results right away on the horse track, rodeo, hunter
cartilage.
Exactly. And they're all saving money. All the trainers are going, gosh, we usually have to tap this joint from draining fluids 6-7 times in a race season. We haven't had to. Also, it's generally downtime, like 3 weeks before they can train for the next race. Now it's 3 days. So they're able to race the horse a lot more and revenues a lot more. And they don't have to use the other, like hydrogonic acid. They used to inject hydrogonic acid like 5 times a year. They only use it once a year at most.
Wow.
We're seeing this type of results, and the vets are sharing it among themselves. So we're really getting traction, because remember, we started really selling this in December, and now the vets are really talking among themselves. We're getting calls every day from vets. Hey, I heard from this vet about this product. This is pretty amazing. And then a vet sent me a video. Horse was sitting on the butt, could not get up. And he said, I have no choice. I got to put this down, but we're going to try spring. Did the spring. 6 days later, horse got up and started galloping like there was no issues. And that will be going up on our website. And the vet is very well known for equine. So we're seeing stories like that being shared among the vets. So that's really creating a strong catalyst. Yeah,
that's awesome. You know what, John, you've covered a huge amount of information here today for our investment community. More importantly, you guys came on my radar because I heard the story that you guys have come from the micro league all the way to the majors here in the Nasdaq. So congratulations with all your success. And I know in the future, we're looking forward to hear more about PetVivo and your development. So thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me on, and happy birthday, Pop.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Have a great day, John.
Yep, you too.